morning and happy apocalypse, everybody. Welcome back to Ekron. Welcome back to the Flier run. We are obsessed with flyers, and when we find a flyer, we need to go there and make this, well, either loot something from the place or make it a safe house. And that's what we're currently working on. So we cleared out and fortified the Ekron post office the other day. And now the next task, next order of business is going to be, so I'm kind of making, to turn it into an actual safe house, I think 3 things need to be true. We need to be able to sleep there, so that means any sort of sleeping accommodation. We can't move beds with low carpentry, but I have some ideas on what we could move over there. Hopefully we can sleep on that. Number 2, food storage. A fridge or something like that. Maybe even put some food in there, although that brings us to number 3, a generator, which we can't connect yet, but hey, if a future survivor comes along, then that's their problem if they can't connect generators. So that's the 3 things we need to find now. And for that, I was heading out here to the eastern edge of town of Ekron, because there's a bunch of houses with like garages and sheds and stuff like that. So I was hoping a good chance of a generator here. Also, do we already have... I mean, we're playing vanilla settings, so pre-looted buildings are a thing. As much as I hate that. Definitely my least favorite feature of Build 42. At some point mark the books that we have already, so I'm not constantly collecting duplicates. I also think once we basically complete our goals for the current base, we're full. Once we hit our goals, I think I'll spend a couple days at that safe house, so not just here in Ekron, but also in general. Not just rush to the next, you know? Take a breather, sit down, read some skill books, maybe grind some carpentry or welding levels. Something there? That's the loom. I saw something on the ground there, but it was not a generator. Yeah, and I think the best when and if we finish the post office, the next flyer I would say should come from the building. Well, since the post office itself doesn't have a mailbox, I'd say we just go to the building north of it and check the mailbox there. I don't think we looked into that yet, and I always want to have the new flyer be a surprise. So. I think that makes the most sense. And then gives me another reason to ignore the flyer for the Louisville Fire Department that we found inside the post office. But that's not in the mailbox, that doesn't count. No, we're not going to Louisville. At least not yet. Yeah, feel free to play that clip back to me when we check the mailbox in the neighbor's house and it's like a flyer for the Foss oil field in Louisville, because you know the game's gonna do something like that. So 1 garage, 1 shed down. This one even has, well, I guess 2 sheds, 1 shed. It's a big shed. And here's the thing. These beach chairs allow us to sleep. in them. So there's our sleeping option. Don't trample all the green peas. Give peas a chance. Does not look promising here in this chat. Especially with the broken window. Bad neighborhood, it seems. Yeah, no, okay, nothing in here. I think that's actually... Yeah, okay, so it was not a neighbor, it's like 2 houses here on this side of background. 2 houses with a garage and a shed each. I thought that was a good opportunity to get and find a generator. Oh well. Get a quick breakfast snack here. Eat the dried apricots from the floor. Sounds like a thing I would do. I sworn I filled up my water this morning, but apparently I forgot that again. So this is like the run of me not filling up my water in the morning. The one thing I really don't like about the looted buildings is like, so you have a lot of loot on the floor, right? So kinda you want to run through the house with this open to, you know, see everything that's on the floor. But the moment you come close to any container, it snaps to the container. So you constantly have to click back on the floor, and it's like so annoying. Well, okay. We should probably start using the map to mark out what we looted. But we still don't have a pen. Hold on. There's gotta be a pen somewhere in there, right? Let's check out this one. We haven't been in here anyway. Yeah, you better run out. The one way, if we don't get the generator magazine, of course, we can try to level up electrical to level 3. That allows us to use generators. Tape. I even read a book for foraging. That should easily get us to level 2. Right, but actually, we are looking for... Okay, open here. Check that, check this. Been through all of this. This is like a chicken coop or something. Right, so nothing here except we can grab one of those beach chairs. Let's put it on the passenger seat because we're kind of out of space here. So harvest some here for some fresh veg. 4 hunger reduction each. That's probably not worth harvesting. That's a basement. Not sure if I've ever seen a generator in a basement. Also, if we were to find a generator, we obviously wouldn't have room here. Okay, let me check that out. Mostly laundry and empty. Okay. I'll take full capacity battery. Thank you very much. Right, so we've got a sleeping opportunity. Fridge should be no problem. We can just take the one from the house next door. Fridges, you don't need electrical skill or anything. So it's really now just about the generator. This is a trader park, usually no garages or sheds. Don't want to take the easy way out. You're just driving to Echo Creek and picking up that guaranteed generator that spawns there. Well, I was going to ignore these houses, but there's a big garage here. This one doesn't have anything for us. Alright, let's kill some zombies. Definitely picked up a little bit of killing power here. The others are ignoring me. They should better for their own safety. Need the door open. Does that mean that also has been ransacked, that building? It's like day, what, 4? Maybe it's just, sometimes an open door is just an open door. Now, while we're here in these buildings, check for generators, we might also check for Generator magazines. What is this? This looks like it's supposed to be a staircase down. Somebody forgot the staircase. Okay. Still unstable. Still the unstable version. Obviously no generator. Nothing useful in here. Cereal, and then we're out. I think this is the fire station here to our left. Actually, I'm not immediately out. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I want to check out this chat. And then there. Definitely feels like this is supposed to be a fixed permanent basement, but it's kind of not implemented also. I should shake mailboxes. Like, I'm kind of trying to not shake mailboxes so we're not spoiling any potential future flyer encounters, but they can have the generator magazine. I kind of need to look. Map's so big, I don't think we're going to need exactly those mailboxes in the future. What we do need is more locations where a generator can spawn. Big old garage here. Ah, fancy, like fancy house across from a not so fancy trailer. Fancy house with fancy nothing. I see a shed in the back. So yeah, I'm also definitely doing a little bit more of a drive-by looting approach here rather than my usual clear everything out and then loot in peace. Bingo. Woo. Holy crap. That was controlled, that was intentional. Alright. Grab it. We don't have room in the car, so either we keep it on our lap and just drive back to the post office now, or we leave it behind here and pick it up later after bringing it away there. No, we can't put it on our lap. It's gonna immediately go on the floor. Doesn't work in build 42. I want to find these 4 zombies here with a generator in my hands. Could do is put the generator on the passenger seat and take the beach chair into my hands. Then I don't need to drive twice. Don't hate that idea. On the ground here. Seeds. Blue. Secondary. Easy. Just hope there's nobody here that we have to fight, because we're a little bit over encumbered. Right, if I were to save, to live in this safe house, I would probably want to sleep upstairs. Upstairs is like the typical good sleeping spot. Got a little kitchen here. Hang on, that's a fridge here. Microwave on top of the fridge, occupying the same space. Not think too hard about this. We pick up this thing. Not from there. Can you just put it from here? Like this. Sleeping comfort poor. I feel like beach, that kind of fits, right? A beach chair is like, it looks super comfy, but once you spend like half an hour on it, you're like, okay, this is super comfy for like 20 minutes, and then it rapidly declines in comfort level. If I were to turn this into my safe house, I think I would put the generator here at the back. Let me actually... It's like 15 tiles, not even. Yeah, I would even put it like all the way out here. This way the sound shouldn't carry over to the college, and the sound back here is going to be blocked by the fences that eventually get smashed in. That's all great. Well, once again, it's another adventure that ends way too quickly. We got a sleeping opportunity. It's not a great one, but it's a sleeping opportunity. The kitchen, while it doesn't seem to have any light switches, it does have a fridge and a microwave and a sink. We got a bathroom. So plenty of water reserves and a water cooler. And we got a sleeping opportunity, yeah. And a generator, again. So we could, of course, say we gotta hook up the generator, but finding the generator magazine is something that can be very quick, or it can take ages. And I think I'd rather do that separately. As in, if you want to get the generator magazine, go to Riverside, to the factory there, check the vents in the parking lot. I almost say guaranteed. You'd have to be very unlucky to not find several generator magazines in the trunks there. Alternatively, go to McCoy's, check the cars there. They're also very likely going to have generator magazines. Now, I think one last thing for this new base is let's stock up the kitchen with some food. And maybe, yeah, let's also bring some gas for that generator. Not gonna be greatest food, but hey, I'm gonna have some food. I don't know. I could set an arbitrary, like, oh, we need to bring at least 5,000 calories of food for every base. But it's not like we have nutritionists, so we don't know the values anyway. So far, so good. Oh, talk about food. Oh, baby. Okay, we definitely have enough calories at the base. We put all the ice cream in the fridge there, at least until the power goes out, and then it's just gonna be a pile of rotten ice cream. Let's put out those gas cans. So what is actually our survival time? 5 days, 5 hours. So I guess from tomorrow on, and then 3 days after that, we have a chance of getting the helicopter event. I think that there's gotta be a light switch somewhere in here, and I just don't see it. Yes, I don't see it. Okay, freezer. Put the tortilla chips into the fridge. And all the other foods in here. Yeah, a little bit of food for ourselves. We finished the electrical book, so you know what? That can stay behind. Okay, I think that puts a pin into this. What I'm gonna do though, let me see. I'll first of all, we're gonna chase for the emergency frequency, so we know when helicopter comes. I think the smartest thing to do is we're gonna stay here at the base, sleep in the shitty beach chair, and read some of the books, maybe work on some of the skills. And meanwhile, listen to the radio for the helicopter. Now, I don't have the frequency, so we could just brute force search for the frequency or check if there's any other radios around. Cardboard boxes. All empty. Yes, it's the parcels that can have something actual in them. Triple checking if I didn't miss a generator magazine anywhere. What's my electrical anyway? Right. Right, we dismantled one watch so far. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, I'm not gonna grind out electrical free just yet. Let's have a quick check on the radios here. Do we have the emergency frequency? Yeah. 94.4.2. Cool. Look in here, it's like, oh, I need to tune in first. Okay, now all I really need is a radio that I can keep inside. Should also be probably something, yeah, each base should have a radio inside the base tuned to the emergency frequency. Although we're not playing with repeating helicopters, so we're only gonna have one of those anyway. Where's my character here? What is he hidden behind? Because these are glass windows and this is the outside wall. This is a cursed place. Check radio. Yeah, even that had the automated emergency frequency. Well, alright, I think with that all ticked off, two things I want to do. First of all, let's have a good old wash. I think we earned it. Second of all, yeah, as I mentioned, I think I'm gonna sit here in the base, read some books, and on helicopter day, that's gonna be our day where we head out to our new location. I guess one last thing we should do is then check what the next flyer has in store for us. Now let's do one more quick adventure here in Akron. Goal was to go to that mailbox there. And if this one doesn't have any flyers in it, then whatever mailbox belongs to this building, they don't have a mailbox. Big pool, but no way to receive mail? That feels like a bad trade. Right. On helicopter day, we will be driving towards Meadshire Estate. Oh, that's just around the corner. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so Meadshire Estate, that is here, this little housing estate just off the highway. We basically passed there on our way in. Interesting that these houses are yellow. These are all residential houses. It's a big gated community. We had actually, when multiplayer patch came on the first server I played, we had this as the community base where basically the whole server lived there, or most of the server. It was fun. It was fun. It's great multiplayer base opportunity. But yeah, so I think our goal for this is gotta be big. Gate off the front, clear it all out. Yeah, I'm not gonna barricade any windows, but this is just gonna be clear out the whole place and make sure the front is gated up. which might involve a little bit of a carpentry grind. Like it. What's with that guy? Fully loaded? Gun? Pistol? Strange white suit? Okay, Mitra Estate can of course be a little bit of a grind, as can be a lot of zombies in the zone there. Also a good opportunity actually with all the residential houses to find some, find maybe a barricaded house, a survivor house or two. That would be kind of nice. Now, thinking ahead already, if we're gonna need a gate, double tall wooden gates. Oh, that's just carpentry level 4. That should be doable. We got level 2, right? We got level 3 even. We pick up the carpentry 2 book? No. No, I'm just gonna grab a couple books. As I said, we're gonna spend some time reading here until helicopter day. And I'm gonna do all of that off camera. Carpentry would have been nice, but level 4 is easy. Like, that's just... We have carpentry skill boost from our profession. So that should be easy pickup. Yep, I think great opportunity to head out to our next target on helicopter day. We might have to delay it a little bit. I don't want to arrive there before the helicopter comes. So basically, we're going to be probably sitting in base until helicopter comes and then head on the road while the helicopter is chasing us. And that way, it's not going to draw zombies to this base, and it's not going to draw zombies to the new base. For now, though, I'm going to put a cut in here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.